everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is T and you're watching Crumpets Tea and Sewing. Today I am going to be sharing with you my April sewing plans. Now I say April sewing plans very loosely because I don't want to set any of these projects in stone because when I tend to get overwhelmed if I have something on the list and I for some reason can't get that thing done that's on my list. It drives me crazy. So it's on a tentative schedule. It's not permanent. All right, so before we get into the video, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm wearing. And this top is the Simplicity 1253 top. It has 6 different variations, which include 2 variations without sleeves and 2 variations without sleeves, 4 variations with sleeves, but one of those variations is with a lace sleeve, so you could do a lace on the sleeve, and then one variation has like a faux button placket going down the front of the top that you could put they call it a tab or a ribbon. So you can put a ribbon down the center front, and then on that ribbon you can place buttons on it, so it looks like it's a button on. So it looks like the buttons are on a button placket, but it's really not. So anyway, I made version D. So I made just the simple version with sleeves and the top. It's a very simple and easy pattern. And I could have whipped this up in less than a day, but I had to make some major alterations to the sleeve. So the sleeve cap was too high, so I had to adjust the sleeve cap. I had to do a full bicep adjustment as well. And I had to do some minor alterations to the bust area of the garment. So I had to grade in between sizes and all of that. So I did have to redraft the pattern pieces and all of that. And then obviously after doing all those alterations, you want to make sure that they work for you. So I had to do a mock-up. So I did 2 mock-ups for this garment. Oh, and I also had to lower the armhole area. So I had to make a lot of adjustments with this garment. However, it is, now that I have the pattern and I made those alterations, this is definitely a pattern that I can see making again and again and again because it's very simple. The fabric choices are very versatile, and I really love this make. I feel like I would like to have made this garment with a different type of fabric. However, I love the fabric that I chose. I really do. I love the style as well. And as you all know, in the beginning of the year, I committed to making more practical garments. This is definitely a more practical garment for me to wear to church. I can see myself wearing this to church a lot because it's very light and cool, especially in the summer and the spring months. It's really, really lightweight. It's a rayon challis fabric that I purchased from Vogue Fabrics when I was living in the Wisconsin area. I was about an hour away from Chicago. And so I could go to Vogue Fabrics all the time. I really miss it. I really do miss it. It's a fabulous store. So if you were over in that area in the Midwest, in Chicago, in the Chicago area, go to Vogue Fabrics. It is a wonderful store. They also have an online shop, but their online store isn't as great as going into the store and getting the deals and stuff that they have in the store. So it has a little bit of stretch in this fabric, not much, but I would say maybe 2% spandex or something like that in it. But it's very lightweight, and I can definitely see myself wearing this to church, and it's definitely on my list of practical garments to make, or practical patterns to make. So I think that in the future, I would like to make this pattern using like a cotton lawn, or I have a crinkle cotton material that I want to play around with that I just purchased from Joann's. It's a spring fabric. And yeah, so that's probably where I'm headed with this pattern in the future. All right, so anyway, let's get into the video and let me tell you more about my sewing plans for the rest of this month. It is April 11th. I'm recording this April 11th, and I don't know how much I'll get done, but these are my plans. The first is the Kaczmarek Darmouth top. Now this is a must sew for me. If we're talking about sewing more practical garments, this is definitely on the top list of what you would need in a practical garment. This is just so cute, and the fabrics that they suggest for this are medium weight knit fabrics such as cotton or rayon jersey with at least 50% on the cross grain or crosswise stretch, sorry. And it is just a cute little top. I think this pattern can be made in a number of different ways and altered in a number of different ways. So the short sleeve version could be definitely something that you can make in the spring and summer, and the long sleeve version could be something that you can definitely make in the fall and winter. So I really like this pattern, and I'm hoping to make several versions of this to go into my wardrobe for my more practical garments to wear around the house or at church or doing grocery shopping and things like that. So I'm definitely putting this on the list. The next pattern is the Simplicity S8841. This is an easy to sew pattern that has 4 different variations, and I want to do view B or C. And again, if we're talking about practical sewing, I mean, I would definitely get some wear out of these pants. I really love the style of this. It has an elastic waistband, so it should sew up real easy because I don't have to worry about zippers or buttons or any kind of notions like that. This pattern calls for fabrics such as chambray, cotton types, lightweight denim, linen types, pinwheel cord. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. So if you know what that is, please in the description box or in the comment section below, let me know what that is. And twill. And I have all of those fabrics except for the pinwheel cord. I don't know what that is. But I'm thinking about doing this in a lightweight denim type material, and I'm hoping to get that done real soon. So that's definitely on my list to sew for this month as well. Also on my list to sew, but not a must, is the Mccall's M0534. And I think that is the display number, so I will put the actual number of the pattern in this video. It is an easy to sew pattern that has 4 different variations of shorts and some capris as well. I want to do the capri style pants, and then also view C, which is the shorts, but I would lengthen the shorts a little bit. You all know I don't like showing my knees at all. I don't know, that's kind of like a pet peeve of mine. Next on my list is the New Look 6434 pattern. It is a cute little top that has 4 different variations. There's a sleeveless variation with a ruffle on the bottom. There's a variation with ruffles on the sleeve. And then there are 2 variations without ruffles at all, and 1 variation that has a band on the sleeve as well. I am thinking about doing view D, which is the view that has the ruffle on the sleeve. But if the ruffle doesn't look well, then I'll just take it off and I will do a band instead. This pattern, I already cut the pieces out for it and measured it, and I am going to need to lower the armhole area as well as make adjustments to the bicep as well. So, but other than that, this make should be a shoe-in. It should be really easy and straightforward once I make those necessary adjustments. I might also have to lower the cap of the sleeve as well, because I think the height of the sleeve might have too much height in the sleeve. Sorry, I can't talk today. So that's definitely on my list for sewing as well. I'm going to make the Morgan jeans, and I'm hoping to make them this month, if not next month. So it is on my plans to make them soon. If I can get it in, you know, in April, great. If not, then we'll just carry it on to the next month. And so this pattern is by Closet Case Patterns, and it is number 7. The fabric that it calls for is a non-stretch denim, or something that is similar to it, like a twill. So I'm excited to make those as well. Now, the last 2 patterns are patterns that I want to make for the hashtag Sew Maxi for Mother's Day that I am hosting with Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And if you're not following her channel, you are missing out, because she has some awesome content on her channel. So head over to her channel and check her out as well. Now, the 2 patterns that I selected for this challenge, I'm telling you, I can't talk today. The 2 patterns I selected for this challenge is the New Look 6347, which is a very old pattern for New Look, and it has 5 different variations of this. You can make like a little scrappy dress, or you can make a dress that has like little ruffles at the top of the sleeves, or you can make one that just has just a little small sleeve on it that is included into the front and back bodice of the dress. And that's the version that I want to make right here, is version A. And like I said, this would probably be for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. If I don't make that one, I'm going to make the Simplicity S8888, which is also a really cool maxi dress. And it has 4 different options, and it is a pattern that has hacking options. And I'm definitely thinking about doing version number 3 that has the cute little flutter sleeves. And that version is this one right here that has the 3 at the bottom. Yeah, so those are all my plans for the month of April. I'm hoping to get most of this stuff done, but like I said, nothing is going to be like set, because as soon as I like make definitive plans, for some reason I get really overwhelmed. I start scattering all over the place and feeling like I have to get this stuff done. So these are things that I want to get done, but not necessarily that are going to get done for April, especially because we're already in the 2nd week of April and I've already have so much. Now, the 2 patterns that I'm making for the Mother's Day challenge, that can extend into the 1st and part of the 2nd week of May, because that isn't due until May. However, I do want to continue to inspire people. So I do want to make something as soon as possible so that people can actually be inspired and see all these different inspired garments. So, yeah, those are the plans. You let me know in the comment section below what you think of those plans. And also let me know if you've made any of these patterns, or if you have plans to make any of these patterns. If you have made these patterns, please let me know what your experience was like with the pattern in question, and tell me all the deets, spill all the tea in the comment section below, so that I know what I am facing when I'm going into these projects. All right, thank you so much for tuning into the channel, and until next time, my friends, stay creative.